We're here to help others, and that's what we're called to do. And that's through the YMCA, and that's their motto, is help those around them, and they're impacting communities. And that's why I really like the YMCA.
Because of them, we've been able to have this opportunity to get to know people in our community that care about us and love us and just change our lives in so many ways.
Thanks to them, I feel they were like my family, my second family. And I always trust them since then, and right now they're like my best friends.
That's his dream. That was his dream, was to play football. And they made his dream come true.
The YMCA is changing lives through so many avenues.
May I please see that dinosaur? Could you tell me about that?
The YMCA of Greater San Antonio currently has a footprint of 10 membership locations, 3 early learning centers, a resident camp in Hunt, Texas, and our Y Living Center down on South Cross. We serve over 25,000 members in all of those locations and an additional 125,000 program participants.
Thank you, YMCA!
I was introduced to the Y Living program through a friend of mine. She asked me to fill out the application, and I was a little hesitant at first, being that having a special needs child, it's something that we always think about. They made us feel at ease. They asked us a lot about our life. You could tell that they cared about us, even though they had never met us before, and that's something that right away was like we couldn't walk away anymore. When we started doing exercises, that's where I felt again that maybe we were not in the right place, being that Xavier needs a different sort of attention, and we felt kind of lost again. The next day they called me and said they would have somebody there, especially for him, and for us not to worry, we were gonna be fine, and we were. They had Paul there waiting for us, and he showed Xavier how to swim within 30 minutes, something that I had been trying to do for the past 14 years of his life. And that was like one of the happiest days of my life, really, to see my son that I thought would never swimming without a life jacket. It was really exciting.
When I was gonna swim, I was a little nervous. I didn't know how to swim at all without a life jacket. And I had to learn how to float at first just to be safe. And I was swimming in like 30 minutes. I was being able to push myself through the water, and so yeah, that was pretty fun.
And I think that's when I realized that we would never leave the YMCA. I really just had come to a point in my life where I had accepted that Xavier's different, and there's just things that we cannot participate in, and that's just the way life is, and the Y didn't let us do that. They just didn't give up on us, even when I wanted to give up on them. And the fact that they went out of their way to accommodate him is, I'll always be grateful for that.
The YMCA has given me a lot of opportunities. It has changed my life completely. I was going through some major stress, depression. As soon as I graduated from high school, my whole life went down. I didn't know where to go. I started doing a lot of drugs, alcohol. I was an alcoholic. I didn't care about life anymore. It got to the point that I didn't feel like living anymore. That's what I knew. I have to change my whole life. I found out with YMCA with one of my family members, and she encouraged me to go to the YMCA, and I did. When I started the Y Living program, they gave me the support, the strength, and the power to overcome everything. I became a better person, a better human being, a better brother, friend. It has given me the strength, the support, the friends, and the most important, the opportunity to help other members to change their lives the way I changed my life.
Being a volunteer at the YMCA, for me and my family, means a lot. It means time with our family, opportunity to get involved with the community, and just really make an impact with kids. Last season, our football team, some kids I've had for a long time, we wanted to kind of stretch them a little bit. Not just stretch them as athletes, but stretch them as people. So we wanted to find a younger kid that had cancer that we could make one of our own, be a team captain, a ball boy, and really impact him, not just this boy, but the family. And so we were blessed to meet Andy at the Children's Hospital.
Andy, he's just Andy Boy. That's what he goes by, Andy Boy. He's full of life. Andy's been diagnosed with osteosarcoma back in August the 4th. He started chemo August 6th. By January the 16th, when we went up to the MD Anderson, they told us that he was terminal. The spots have came back. His cancer is very aggressive. So they gave him 3 to 6 months, which next month would be the 6 months. And still to this day, I can't believe it. Because I see him and I'm like, there's no way he has 3 weeks left. Because he doesn't show me any signs of weakness. He's so strong, like he just wants to keep going. His dream is to play football. And that's what he wants to do. He just wants to get that poured out to go play football. We got adopted by the Texans, which was Freddie, through the hospital. He was able to play football with the other little boys that were there. I mean, that's just what he wants to do, is play football. That's all he wants to do, is play football.
One day, I was checking up on him after the season to see how he was doing, and I found out he was terminal. And so it hit me that he may not turn 7. He could die. So I sat in my car and I prayed.
One day he was watching TV and he's like, I want to be famous like them. I want to be famous. I want to be on TV. So I told Freddie, and Freddie took care of the rest. He made him famous for a day.
He pulls up and opens the door, and there's 4 news stations in his face, cameras, and he was just blown away. That's what being a volunteer is. I mean, that moment for me was a blessing, you know, to see him smile. He was famous. We made his wish come true, and that was just wonderful. And he, you know, for that hour and a half, he was a superstar.
He was so happy to see everybody there, and he was happy. He had a good time. I just want to thank everybody for supporting Andy, showing him that they really care and that, I mean, he could still keep going. And that's the way I see it, because they tell me, you're keeping him too busy. And I said, no, I'm just making sure he's living life to the fullest. Why have him in bed thrown when he could be enjoying life? Because he doesn't show me any signs of weakness. Like, he shows me that he still wants to keep going. It's like when he sees me cry, there's sometimes where I can't hold it in, and I'm just looking at him, my tears are coming down, and he's like, well, why are you crying? And I said, I miss Grandpa. And he's like, no, you're not. He's like, I know it's because of me. I'm going to be okay. Don't worry about me. I'm going to be okay. It was a blessing to us to have met you and the whole Texans family. I mean, he has helped us so much. Like, and I've always told everybody, the only good thing that Andy's cancer brought us was meeting such great people.
The YMCA's mission is based in Judeo-Christian values to put programs into practice that build healthy mind, body, and spirit for all. And that for all is really important to us, and donations are what makes it come alive. We're really good at the tactics of providing swim lessons, diabetes prevention classes, silver sneaker classes for elderly, but what really makes that come alive for us is the charitable donations that help make sure we are that location available and accessible to all. We are the foundation of building a healthier community, and it's through donations and volunteerism that makes that come alive in San Antonio.